how do I want, and kind of leave it alone so that whatever I want comes to me.
By feeling worthy.
Okay.
Because when you want it and expect it, then it must be. But you said the key words, leave it alone. Because it's one of the things that is a little bit amusing, you probably won't think so, but it really is that when you keep asking the question, or when you keep asking for a solution, then you're standing in the place of the absence of the answer or the absence of the solution. Right. So if you keep that alive in your vibration, where is it? Why doesn't it come? I really want, then the answer or the solution can't come because they're different frequencies. So leaving it alone really is the key. In other words, you've already asked for it. Now get on to other things and allow it to come. Don't keep the absence of it alive in your vibration.
So how do you set it aside and let it in, to allow it in without thinking? How do you stop thinking about it?
Well, if it's something that you really have a hard time setting aside, and things you really want are often like that, then you have to find a way of just being general about it. Speaking about it in the most general sense will soften your resistance about it. Want to talk about the details?
It's getting better and better, everything in general, and I do try to keep it general because I did learn that from you. I don't really have anything
You either
specific.
have to change the subject, but the thing is, we were talking earlier about the momentum. So if you have a need that hasn't been filled, and the need is really raw to you, it's something that you really, 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 really want, but you want it, you're yearning for it, you want it from that place of not having it. You're slowing it down because that vibration is so active. It's keeping you from being a vibrational match to your vortex, and it's preventing. It's like your vortex is here and you're here, and it can't flow in. You've got to do something to raise that vibration. So distraction is a good thing. Getting busy on other things. Find something to do that occupies your mind. Make lists of the things that are working. Make lists of the things that were one time like that then broke loose and started to work. In other words, you just try to talk yourself in to believing that it's coming. Going general really is a good tool. Things do work out for me, and there have been things that I've wanted that weren't there and then came later. In time it will come. I don't need to worry about this. It's just a matter of allowing. I'm really doing a good job. That kind of thing. And then distraction through meditation is another really good tool. We think that meditation is not utilized by humans in the productive, effective way that it could be. If you would start your day by quieting your mind, you would align immediately. If you got up and before you remembered what was bothering you from yesterday, and before you checked your email and found out what's going to bother you today, if you would just get up and from that clear space, you would meditate and raise your vibration to the frequency of who you are, your magic would begin early in the day. The momentum would begin to flow to you early in the day. And that would distract you. Those positive thoughts and conversations and interactions with others, that your day would be full of that.
And that's a good example of what I'm talking about also, because I've tried to meditate and hundreds of times ever since this meditation guide came out. I have tried, and that's where I get to the point of I'm trying too hard, just like you told the other gentleman earlier. So I don't know where to. I want to meditate. I have been successful.
Let's go general about that. So you say, what should I do? And we say meditate, and you say, I try, but I can't. So there's where it is. It's in that blocked up place. So we say, well, let's go general about the idea of meditating. It's probably not as hard as I've been making it out to be.
Right.
And there's probably just a piece that I'm not aware of that I will stumble on. And I can sit for 15 or 20 minutes and just be there. And I've trained my mind to be very active, so it's logical that it would be. And I'm not doing anything wrong in not achieving a state of meditation. I could just as easily be in a state of appreciation and accomplish the same thing. It's not critical that I meditate, but it might feel good. I do like to relax. I do like to find a place that is serene. I do like to focus upon things that are moving slower. I do like soft, quiet music. I am aware of my breathing. I certainly could focus on that. It doesn't matter if I accomplish it today. Meditation is something that I can pick up anytime. It's all right. In other words, just soften your resistance in the best way you can. And eventually, the best way to meditate that we have seen, as we've watched so many of you, is that because if you do it earlier in the day before your mind is so active, it's easier. So if you can do it soon after you awaken, it would be better for you because there's just less momentum about other things. So sit with the intention of just quieting your mind or being quiet. So if you find something to focus upon, the thing that Esther has discovered works best for her, there are two things, but both of them involve focusing on a frequency and concentrating on that frequency. So, for example, she will strike a note and she will hold it. Now, it's tiring to try to hold that note audibly. So she will find it, and then she will just listen for it in her mind. And every now and again, just find it again. And when her mind wanders, she just focuses back on that note. What was that note again?
But my situation is that my mind wanders, and it wanders like too far, and I have to bring it back somehow. Got it. You feel it in your body. Hard to think of something else. Oh, that's so good for you. That is so good for you. Oh, it will bring you blessings. Seriously. It's worth doing. I will. I'll try that. I'm open for suggestions. Requires attention. Okay. It's worth doing. I'll try that because I've been listening to the CDs. Truly, it's a toning. It not only will quiet your mind, it tones the frequency of your body. The cells of your body begin to tune to it. Source joins you in it. There is power in quieting your mind, you see. Right. And now, we stayed with it long enough that you gave up on your objections. In other words, your limitations no longer apply. There's not a reason in the world that you can't do that. And the benefit is enormous, you see. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.